All right, welcome in everybody to episode 2 of Broken and Unreadable. With me, as always, is Thick Cut Bacon and Battle Jehovah. Today,
As
we are
always.
going to talk about cults, how to start one, some famous cults, and again, we will see where the conversation takes us.
I'm so ready.
I know you are. And let's do a drink check. What's everybody sipping on tonight?
Angry Orchard, classic.
I wanted to get in the spirit, so I have a chalice of red wine for right now.
God,
And
I think we're all going to be worried by the end of this episode.
yeah,
I even tried to
Jehovah's
find
true
the cult-
status.
I tried
And
to find
then-
the cultiest bottle I could find too.
and I am drinking on some bullet rye with water neat. So, all right, before we get going, though, I just want to comment on Dallas today. There was a accident down there.
Accident. I wouldn't even.
A disaster.
You think cars? Yeah, that was an abomination. What happened.
B-17 and another smaller plane. I've heard Mustang, but I've also heard there was another make.
It looked like a Mustang or something along. It was like a small fighter, World War II fighter aircraft.
Yeah,
of some
they
sort.
crashed in midair and then big explosion. So I have not seen anything on the cruise, if anybody survived, anything like that. But what I did see was a really big fireball. So,
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers out to
that,
family of the crew members. Hopefully someone made it out of there alive.
Yeah, that's brutal.
It is brutal, but knowing what I know about explosions and things that go boom, it's not. I don't think it's going to be too
Yeah.
fortunate, unfortunately.
Yeah. So that's quick moment for that. And then okay, let's get into this. So cults, we all know what they are. Groups of people who get together with a common belief, usually worshiping a individual, not mainstream. A lot more to it. That's a basic definition. I think we've all heard of different cults throughout the U.S. I mean, there've been quite a few. I think one of the most famous ones, I forget the name, it was one down in Argentina, the Kool-Aid cult, the one that...
Well, that's not in America, then, is it?
No,
in
it's not, but
Argentina.
it's the most famous one that everyone really knows. But
Jonestown Massacre.
Yep, they all
Fun
drank the
fact.
Kool-Aid.
Wasn't Kool-Aid. It was Flavor Aid, which was like
Flavor
a
Aid.
discount brand. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a cult. Why would they buy the name brand?
Hi, Ian.
But yeah, so that is that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. So our resident expert on cults, as you can tell with the robe and the chalice of red wine. America then? What are the biggest cults that have been around, and have the most impact of what we've seen?
I'd probably say like Branch Davidians are pretty up there. That's a pretty big one. If you want to talk about like current day and age, Scientology and what was that like high-end sex cult that was around? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh man, it was on the news a couple years ago. I'm showing my age, but I'll Google it in a second. Either way, there've been a couple prominent American cults out there, I think, but they in my professional opinion, as a a upstart cult leader, I think that starting one in America is one of the worst ideas you could have. If you do start a cult in America, pay your fucking taxes. The government will murder the shit out of you if you don't pay your taxes.
True.
Yeah, very true. I'm not as knowledgeable on the names as you are, but I do know there was one, granted not in America, it was in Canada, up around Vancouver Island. It was in like the 40s or 50s, somewhere around there. Guy got a bunch of people, bought an island, supposedly buried a bunch of gold that's still on the island. So I do know there's a lot of treasure hunters that go up there and try to find the gold from this cult. And I know, there's also been a lot of cults down in like California and the Hollywood area. There's been some weird rituals now.
It's the cult I was thinking of, by the way, is NXIVM.
Oh, I did see something about them. Yeah. That was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, but any good cult has to be either a sex or murder cult, which is why mine will be a sex and murder cult.
But I mean, I disagree.
Double whammy.
Some of the most prominent cults that we see today that are almost mainstream are religion based. Scientology, religion based.
And
Mormonism?
that's gonna be a thing though, because any religion before it becomes mainstream is a cult. Catholicism was a cult when it started.
I mean, that is true.
So was Islam, you know, and all of these things started as cults, and some of them even became state cults. Like the Romans had state cults that were the only authorized ones. We got places with like North Korea where the leaders of
The whole
that
country's a cult.
It's pretty much like that's how it is for a place that doesn't have one.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at America though. I mean, looking at the big ones, the Mormons, and then the what are they? The knock on your door people.
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Not the battle Jehovah's Witness, just the regular Jehovah's Witness.
Me.
Although if the battle Jehovah's Witness came knocking on my door, I'd probably drink that cup of wine real quick.
Yeah, that's a no-knock warrant. They just come in with fucking guns. Like, hey, Battle Jehovah's, we're gonna talk to you about God.
You know what though? Actually, Smoke in the chat brings up a really good point. We forgot political cults, because you're gonna have you're gonna have those as well on both sides, the extremist groups. For both.
Cults of personality are a type of cult for sure. That's going to be much more prominent in your political ideology. But we're talking, I think, about more traditional cults like Children of God, Heaven's Gate, stuff like that.
Oh, Heaven's Gate, that's a good one.
Yeah. Like, oh man, you need to blink this old fat white dude and then off yourself, or the spaceship won't get you.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I have family members that are Mormons, so I have a lot of experience with Mormonism. And to me,
served with a lot of Mormons.
Yeah, and to me,
that's a weird one.
The idea that when you die, right? I mean, there's a lot more beliefs up till when you die, but when you die, you're supposed to give all of your worldly possessions to the church.
Yep, and that's a classic. When we get into making your own cult, I'll embellish on that a little bit, because that is like just a key ingredient in the cult soup. You know what I mean? You stir that around, get a need that to be part of it.
Yeah, Lulu, we actually started with Jonestown and their drinking of the off-brand Kool-Aid to kill themselves. Flavor Aid.
Classic Flavor Aid. And another great... Well, I'll go back to them a lot. It's one of my favorites.
But, I mean... Go ahead, Bacon.
I was going to say, I don't know a damn thing about cults, so this will be fun to talk about. The only cult I'm aware of is the one that made me shave my head, eat when I was told to eat, sleep when I was told to sleep, get up when I was told to get up, work out for a while, do a lot of running and saying, huh.
Well, I mean, you bring up a really good point, though. The military is a cult.
Yeah, and in its own way.
In its own way, yeah.
Yeah, you ever met a fucking Marine ever?
Yeah, they got that shit tattooed all over.
Yeah, I mean,
they never leave it.
It's really interesting when you think about how many cults are actually surrounding us, whether they're the extreme cults like Jonestown or Heaven's Gate, more religious like the Jehovah's Witnesses, the Mormons, political, or, completely acceptable, such as the military.
Everything's
they
almost
surround
a cult
us.
in its own way.
And they cults surround us everywhere that we're at.
That's going to be a fundamental part of human nature, though. We're pack animals by default, right? We have been since the history of mankind. So when we find other people belonging to a group, we instinctively want to feel included in that group. Especially susceptible are going to be people without, good family ties, people who are in financial trouble, outcasts, the losers, the weirdos.
Uneducated.
Those are the people who... Yeah, exactly. But we'll get into the type of people I prey on. I mean, the type of people cults prey on when we get into making a cult again. I'm so fucking ready. Barnes, I'm getting you a robe.
Ooh.
Oh. Hey, what? I don't get a robe? Do I not get to be a part of your cult? Is that what you're saying? I'm not good enough for your cult?
Look at the shirt you're wearing right now. It looks like you should be picking up trash on the highway, on the interstate.
Hey, I'm repping my cult.
Like
Oregon State Beavers, man. They're playing tonight. I got to throw some pride out there. All right.
Jesus Christ.
So
yeah, I'll take my robe in extra large, please.
Yep, that's what mine is, buddy.
I'll be waiting on my robe. Come on now.
All right, we'll see. I got a guy. All right, I got a robe guy.
The cult of broken and unreadable.
Yes.
Because if we call ourselves the Battle Jehovah's, then Jehovah's Witnesses are going to go to war with us.
Well, they're not going to win. We're the battle ones. Like,
Yeah, they're just going to witness
it's there in the name.
battle. They're done for. It's fine.
All right, so most cults, the extremists, the ones everyone knows that we've brought up, Jonestown, Heaven's Gate, they all have compounds. So if we're looking at the process of starting a cult, is that where you start? Do you start looking for a compound first? Or do you
100%.
or do you recruit a bunch of people? Or do you recruit a bunch of people, trick them out of their money, and then buy your compound?
I feel like as a cult leader, you got to be able to provide more than just, the good word or, whatever it is you're trying to sell, right? You got to have something that provides that extra sort of like comfort and familiarity and like a safety feature or safety net of some sort that like gets them to be able to bend to your will a little bit more. And I feel like, compounds, houses, facilities are kind of like a key for that. I mean,
they do lean to that. They do definitely help with that. But I feel the foundation, you have to have somebody who can speak, somebody who can galvanize a group of people, the downtrodden, the weird, the weirds, whatever, get them to follow first. I mean, if you could have all the money in the world, go buy a compound in the middle of Canada, and if you can't convince people your beliefs or to worship you, you're not going to have a cult.
Well, I think it's a chicken egg situation, because you're going to need cultists to expand the compound, but then you need a place for cultists to live, right? If you're going to do it in the United States, the government is currently selling old abandoned missile silos out in the middle of
yes,
fuck all nowhere, Nevada.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
The other way you can go is kind of the like, oh, you got to cleanse your soul through, right? Your soul is cleansed through the sweat of your brow. So we're going to build this community, this utopia away from everyone else, where it's not corrupt and where the spiritually pure can thrive. And that's how you start getting like Jonestowns out in the middle of fuck all nowhere in like Nicaragua or wherever the hell.
I think it was Argentina.
Who cares?
But Lulu brought up a really good point, or a random train of thought, and we're going to touch on this. Are certain pyramid schemes cults? Like the Sensi's or those makeup, like that type of crap.
Oh, God, I hate those things.
Oh, I know, right?
It's got all the hallmarks of mentality. Like, would I consider it like a dangerous cult? And that's fucking annoying, but I don't want to say that it's not a cult. It certainly is. It hits all the hallmarks. Yeah. You're getting people who are desperate, right? And you're giving them so much. And then the other important thing about a cult is you need to remove any of their individuality and reliability on outside sources. And in this case, you're like selling a brand, right? You got to make them exclusively reliant on that, as well as the fact that they owe into it, right? They've invested into it. So now the biggest thing that keeps cultists going, especially cultists who have left a cult later and have kind of like talked about their experiences with it, is kind of they just didn't want to be wrong. You know what I mean? Once you put enough time, effort, money into something, like
they're invested. They don't
go, hey, I screwed up. You know,
they don't want to say, yeah, exactly. I fucked up. Why'd I join this? Now there's a shame, and they don't want to leave.
Oh God, it's hot as shit in this robe. I need to take that off. I'm sweating ass now, dude.
I mean, we all know Karen.
Be dedicated.
We all know Karen from high school who's selling Sensi or selling.
Oh my God, fuck's sake.
One of those makeup brands, or what's that kitchen one? They do those parties and shit.
Tupperware parties.
Yeah, no, but there's a company that does it.
There's a specific brand. My mom used to do that type of crap.
I'm sure there is.
Like, and that's that. I think Lulu brought up a good point. I think that is maybe the least dangerous side of the cult spectrum, but they're definitely a cult.
Plexus? Is it Spoop said? Plexus? Does that sound right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you're wrong and stupid, Spoops. I don't know.
All right, so let's look at the building blocks. Let's line out the building blocks of what it takes to start a cult. You need people.
Mm-hmm.
You need finances.
Mm-hmm. Well, that comes with time. Okay.
Yeah,
We're
it
gonna
does. But
start
you need to
low.
have something. You need to have something.
You can always start as a smelly mystic, right? Lots of smelly mystics started their own cults, just sewer people.
That I
You know
mean,
what I
that
mean?
is true. That's very true.
So I'm saying, like, and that's kind of the dependency part we were talking about, where if you get your cultists to give you everything they own and put it toward the church, they're not going to want to leave because they've invested so much. And they can't fucking leave because you have all their shit.
Yeah, well, and most cults do that too. They tell, like, when you join, you have to either invest X amount of money or sign over property or anything like that because they need that funding to keep going. So
And that's half of the way they earn that money is through their own members. And then they start doing like shell corporations. They'll
Yeah.
put in different names and stuff like that. And there's a lot of legal ways to get around things, making it like calling it straight up a religion. You get to avoid a lot
yes,
of
Boots,
taxes.
Pampered Chef.
Pampered
That's the kitchen one. I mean, I think you did hit that right on the head though. Is they do everything they can to avoid paying taxes, which, as we know,
Well, because if you got money going out, then that's less
it
money
defeats the
for
purpose.
It's less money for the faithful, for the spiritual.
Which is why, especially in America, you see a lot of these cults taking religious overtones because they are taking advantage of the tax code, saying they're a church, and now they don't have to pay taxes.
Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah, Westboro Baptist.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my God! As much as I hate those guys, and don't get me wrong, I fucking hate those guys.
Yeah,
They are
agreed.
geniuses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They are so smart because all of them are fucking lawyers. All they want you to do is swing at them because then they're going to sue you for everything they're worth. They were running off a cult of outrage.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, Mormonism does this. They're huge when it comes to the church and the tax laws and not paying a fucking dime of all the money that they take.
Well, because that's another whole building block you need for your cult is that you're prosecuted.
Yeah.
You are prosecuted because you're right, and they don't want other people to know. So the righteous are prosecuted. It's kind of it's almost like a Jesus complex if you think about it. Right?
Well, I mean,
Jesus
look
was
at
persecuted by the Romans. And
yeah,
blah,
but
blah,
look
blah,
look
blah,
at
so-
the cult leaders in Branch Davidians, Jonestown, some of these other ones. Is they a lot of them say, "I am Jesus incarnate. I am Jesus risen. I am the next, Son of God on earth."
Even if you're not, you need to have that persecution against you. It doesn't even have to be real. You can absolutely manufacture persecution, and any little thing that happens that's inconvenient for the cult is like, oh look, we're being tested, we're being prosecuted.
Oh yeah.
Because that's also going to flavor the cultists with distrust for the rest of society and authority. They'll listen to you and just you.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it's a way to keep the flock loyal. Basically, is uniting against the cause, and the U.S. government is an easy one to unite against. Right? They're taking the money. They're doing this. They're doing this. They're doing this. We don't agree with it. They're persecuting us because of our beliefs, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. Yep.
But
Ian.
it's important though, right? If you are developing a cult, to create that persecution complex, but you also have to be that divine presence to draw people
because
to you.
you have the right answers.
Yes.
And you are the one and the only one who can solve those problems and overcome that persecution if you toil hard enough, if you donate enough money, if you are seriously, right? Because only the true believers are going to get any benefit out of the cult.
Yeah.
And so you have to strive to be one of those top contributors. Otherwise, you'll be left behind, or even worse, you're complicit with those who are kind of like looking down on us.
Yeah, so let's shift focus a little bit. Let's shift fire. Jehovah.
Yeah.
If you were to start a cult.
Yeah,
If. Yes. Big if.
When?
When, if.
Let's pretend like I haven't already. Go ahead.
Where are you going to base it out of?
Rainforest.
Rainforest.
Yep, deep in Brazil, somewhere in the fucking Amazon.
So you want to fight all the crazy critters down in Brazil?
Me?
The-
Fuck no,
he-
I'm not doing that shit.
the-
I got a bunch of idiot cultists with sticks. They're gonna do it.
The,
I'd say the
Fuck
spiders there. Are
I was gonna
pretty-
say
pretty
the spiders
dangerous.
there weigh a few pounds.
There's a couple reasons. There's a couple reasons for it, though. Hear me out, right?
Here we go.
Rainforest is one of the most undiscovered places in the planet besides the ocean. And we briefly
And
touched
Canada.
on that last episode, and Canada, because Canada's not even fucking real. But, it's a government conspiracy. It's just like northern Nebraska. But you go down into the rainforests, you got a couple things going for you. It's not really discovered. It's out of American jurisdiction. It's very hard to get in and out of, which is important for control because you have to control every aspect of these cultists' lives. You could build acres of compound out there, and nobody would probably ever even know it was there, let alone give a fuck. They'll just be like, "Oh, those are those crazy guys out in the woods." Like, you'll start eventually getting treated like one of those contactless tribes. You know what I mean? So hidden
So Brazil,
hidden location gives you some mystique as well, right? They're like, oh, this cult's out in the woods. Well, where are they? Well, only the cultists know. Well, who are the cultists? And
But
start asking questions.
Wouldn't that type of location make it hard to get new cult members?
Mm-hmm. Yep. But that's why you get a little ham radio or a radio station or something like that. You're going to have to contact the outside world. You're going to have to send agents, but you have to ensure that these are going to be trusted agents.
So Starlink.
Flight risks.
So good old Elon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Elon's got our back, baby. There was a thing, oh, God, probably 15 years ago now. I'm trying to remember what it was. But it was basically like a little teeny kid's version of a Tough Book computer.
Okay.
And for everyone that you got, it had like basic chat messaging services and stuff like that, a little Wi-Fi card in it. And for everyone you got, they would send like an underdeveloped nation in Africa a copy of this computer so that they could, get online and talk to people and blah, 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 right? What they found, though, was the company got shut down pretty quickly because African warlords were taking over those convoys and getting the computers and using the chat service to talk to each other and coordinate raids and attacks. So even something like that is enough to get it going. You know what I mean? Like just some sort of communication to the outside world. And it's something as simple and as innocent as a child's toy computer meant for like 6 to 8 year olds to teach them how to do it ended up becoming a huge terror risk.
Okay, but I mean, let's be real though. We're talking warlords in Africa. They're basically 6 to 8 year old kids. I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah, they're easy to kidnap. That's neither here nor there, though.
So
actually, I just got an idea where I'm going to get my security. Kids are fucking stupid. They'd be easy to manipulate. They don't know shit.
But what about like some more developed nations though? I mean, what about Australia? You got the entire outback.
You're going to have two problems though. Developed nations have a much better communications network, right? So it's going to be problematic to keep your cultists in line and not reaching the outside world and finding information, finding the truth. Keeping them off the internet is probably the most important thing you can do.
I mean, they do a really good job at that in North Korea.
Yeah, I was gonna say North Korea is a testament to that.
That's a great point. Like that's exactly what it is. Because if you restrict the information, then the truth is what you fucking tell them it is.
But I mean,
if you're to check it out on their own,
but think about it, you're in that middle of the outback, right? In a compound, so you can do a little bit of farming out there. You got kangaroos to eat. You got gators, whatever.
Overhead.
The kangaroos don't try and kill you first.
Well,
you could be discovered by overhead.
You can do the same thing in a rainforest. So you start cutting shit down.
A lot harder.
But you also
Amazon.
have
some of those trees are like 200 fucking feet tall.
You also have forest fire risks down there. I know guys who've gone there and fought forest fires. So then your cult's gonna burn up to a little crisp.
No, we'll have
sounds
a
like Waco.
We'll have a bucket brigade. We'll be fine. Yeah, but the government's not setting the. Oh my God! What if they are? No. So the thing with Australia. Well, first of all, you have the audacity to tell me the spiders are big. You wanted to tell me.
I don't care. I don't care about them.
Bro, there is soil that wants you dead. And
Oh yeah,
and
everything
fucking up.
everything wants to kill you in Australia. 100%.
Everything, and plus, I don't want to have to deal with the gravity being upside down all the time, having to walk by holding on to roots and shit. It's gonna be bullshit.
But
Fuck
the
all
thing
you
about
upside
But
down.
no,
Australia,
no, no,
right?
no, no,
Like,
no.
Australia was
If
started
you're
by
in,
a bunch of criminals.
if you're in South America, you're south of the equator. You're upside down anyways. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well,
I gotta reevaluate.
looks like you might need to consider central Mexico or
Or
Central
why not?
America or something.
Why not Siberia?
Too
It's
cold.
cold.
Fuck
Dude,
that.
oh, that's fucking cold, dude. There's nothing out there. Permafrost. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
dig into.
but no one's gonna want to fuck with you out there.
Look at the chat. Look at the chat. My girl's got a good point. Lulu shouts out. She said South America. has
Yeah,
better
they do
drugs.
have better drugs.
You can control your cultists.
They have all the drugs.
and also just have a great fucking time, man. If you just got some Colombian bang bang going down,
I mean, that is
you know
true.
what I mean? You hitting up that fucking South American booger sugar, you're gonna be good to fucking go. And none of your cultists are gonna get tired. They'll build the compound for literal fucking days if they're all fucking cracked out, you know? You ever seen a crackhead build? It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
It's
all
a
crooked and
suspension
shit
bridge.
though.
I say
Cricket.
crackheads freaking stormed France for 3 days straight nonstop. So you know,
Dude, crackheads could put up a suspension bridge with some like 2x4s, bubblegum, and a fucking dream, baby. It's
Yeah, but that
amazing.
suspension bridge would be like sideways.
It's good enough.
I mean, if it gets the point across, you know. Speaking,
We in the Amazon, baby. A sideways bridge is good enough.
I
Just saying.
get. I mean, I understand. I understand Brazil and I get it. But my issue is it's hard to get to. It's hard
That's
to
the
get
point.
recruits in there. Yeah, but you have to balance easy access against hard access, right? You got to find it.
They were bringing in dudes to Jonestown with a fucking Greyhound bus. They
Yeah,
just bust them into the
Jonestown wasn't in the
goddamn-
middle of the rainforest, so it was
Oh,
in
the fuck it
farmland.
wasn't.
It was in
No,
hills
the
and
fuck it
farmland.
wasn't.
Yes, it was. Look at the pictures though. They have farmland.
this.
They have
You're
shit
making
cut
me
out.
Google already.
Like they're not in the middle of like where away from all of the roads. They had some type of access. Whereas if you're in the middle of the rainforest, like smack dab in the middle of Brazil, there's nothing.
some low hanging fruit.
Also,
maybe.
we were not even close. It's in Guyana. How the fuck do you say this?
I
Goddamn.
don't
Next
know.
to Venezuela.
Okay, well, close enough.
Another failure of a country. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. Lulu has a question.
Where between
Where?
what's the difference?
Yeah. What's the line
Cult
between
and
a cult
cartel.
and a cartel?
Drugs. No, wait.
No, I think
All of them are very similar.
I think they are very similar, but I think you're right there. I think it's religion.
Religion? No.
Well,
They
no,
don't- but
no,
I
I
don't
was gonna say.
A
I
lot
say
of cults have their own.
cartels.
A lot of cartels have their own patron saint, right?
Yeah, they have a
lot of-
patron saint, but they're not worshiping the cartel leader.
No, but they. I mean, they still have a.
What was
that
there was
cartel-
actually one really famous guy who did like South American voodoo, basically.
Yeah.
For cartels, and he ended up getting a lot of them. He was the one who had a Nganga.
I mean, I think cartels, while they have a lot of cult-like tendencies, I think they are much more of an organized crime than a cult.
I would say, yeah, I think that's where the difference is like cults tend to be more of a religion-based organization, and there might be some essence of crime behind it to keep it functioning and financially stable, but the cartels is like primary just
Oh,
That's
that
all
would
they
be
do.
the
Straight
main
crime,
difference
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's
But
obviously they both
definitely
have
have a lot of
religion and
cult-
stuff.
Alleys.
I think
Yeah,
they definitely do have a lot of cult.
Oh yeah, there was that
things.
cult that did Palo Mayombe.
Yeah.
If you know what that is, that shit's.
I mean, don't
insane.
get me wrong.
I'll
The
pull out
cartels
your
are
Mumbai.
in Latin America, so it's a very deeply religious demographic. They're going to be deeply religious, but
That guy's name.
where I draw the line is like Pablo Escobar, right? They didn't worship Pablo Escobar as the next coming of Jesus. He was just the leader of the cartel. He was the Don, right? He was that guy.
Sure, he was, but there are certainly ones who are more cult-like, right? Because
no, definitely.
there are cartels that worship their leaders.
Yeah,
You know,
well, because if not, then they end up
Alfonso
in the- on the
Constanzo
street.
was his name. That's
Now,
the
okay,
guy.
real quick with Pablo Escobar, just because it's a fun fact. Have you guys heard about his hippo problem that he created?
Wait, what? Like,
No, tell me
What?
about this, please.
Okay,
Tell me
so
about this.
Pablo Escobar, when he was in power, he brought in a couple pairs of hippos to Colombia.
like the hippopotamus? The
Yes,
animal?
hippopotamus
Not-
from Africa.
not like overly weighted woman or anything.
No, no.
Hey, don't you
Oh,
talk
okay.
about my ex?
And then he
Oh,
got arrested, and the cartel fell apart. Right? No one fucked with the hippos.
oh,
The
no.
hippos turned feral
Oh no!
and started mating. So now there is a population of hippos in Colombia that is wild.
Oh. And they're definitely not native to the area.
No, they
It's
definitely
just-
are not.
It's literally due to just that fucking guy.
Yeah,
There's one
yep.
fucking guy.
And-
thought they'd
and-
be- hippos are scary, man.
They are. They
Hippos
act,
are terrifying.
they kill the most people in Africa every year. I mean, besides warlords and AIDS, but
Well,
animal
of
wise.
animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a
of
warlord
animals.
with AIDS? That'd be fucking horrible.
I
Holy
mean,
shit.
he wouldn't last very long.
Yeah, the worst animal in the world is the hippopotamus, but everyone thinks it's all cute because it's at the zoo.
Yep, but
No,
no, they murder people.
That thing will drown you and crush you and eat you like it was nothing. They're so territorial. So territorial.
But
They're an
my
animal that regularly fucks up alligators.
Yep,
Like
and-
on the
and-
red.
yeah.
my understanding is in Colombia they actually send out hunting parties every year to go kill these fucking hippos, but they can't kill them all.
Well,
Yeah,
no, because
you
they
need a
just
they're fucking huge. You seen the
Yeah.
skull of one of them?
Yeah.
yeah, those motherfuckers just go into the water, and we all know bullets can't really penetrate. Fuck you, Hollywood. And so they just sit there long enough, hang out, take a nap, whatever, and then they come back up to the surface, and everyone's gone because they waited too long.
But yeah, I mean, coke hippos, as everyone's saying in chat. I
Coke
mean,
hippos. Oh
Coke
my
hippos.
God.
Hippos can hold their breath for like 5 minutes too.
No, they're insane. But
Fuck,
yeah,
fuck hippos. All right.
Hippo-
Hashtag
hippo-
Fuck hippos.
hippos are vicious, as Smoke said. But cokehead hippos. I mean, come on.
Wait,
You
are
have
they gonna
my-
build our? Are they
you
gonna
have my
build the bridge
undivided
and
attention.
defend it? Is that
No,
what we're going
dude.
for now?
Cokehead hippos are killing everybody. There's nothing. you can
Wait,
do about
Kate
that.
Shorzy says there's gators in Tennessee that are on meth head gators.
I mean,
I
are
mean,
you
I-
surprised though? What in Tennessee?
Jehovah,
I
I
was gonna say
need
everything.
Jehovah, I need you to fact check that. Fact check that.
I'm on it, baby.
It's Shorzy. I don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Yeah, fuck you, Shorzy. But I mean, freaking cokehead hippos running wild in Colombia. Who wants to go to Colombia and hunt some hippos with me?
Apparently,
mean-
meth gators are a thing.
Okay, okay.
Oh no!
Oh man, this went from we should
hold
start.
on, hold on. Let's not get a photograph.
We should start a
What?
cult of
The cult-
drug-induced animals.
the cult of meth gators.
Never mind.
Meth-
Belay last. Shoresy's an idiot. It says that the meth gators, the Tennessee Police Department is warning residents to stop flushing drugs down their toilet and sinks out of fear they could create meth gators.
Okay, so meth gators aren't a thing. I would love to see. I would love to see meth gators though missing half their teeth, just trying to chomp you away. No,
It's gonna gum you to death.
I'm guarding the compound with a moat full of meth gators. That's my new fucking. That's my goal in life.
front. No.
our name?
Your front line are meth gators. The back line are coke hippos.
Oh my god!
No one's getting
Dude,
through.
I don't trust the coke hippo, man. Meth gator can be reasoned with. Coke hippo, can't do it, man. Can't do it. Right?
Fucking A.
You can distract a meth gator with a fucking flashlight. Meth heads are easily distracted, but coke
Okay, what-
hippo, he's just got energy.
What about going back to Upside Down Land? What about a coked out kangaroo?
Oh,
Fuck, dude. Dude,
man,
those,
those things are already bad.
Yeah,
those things are jacked, man.
and
Kangaroos are scary, jacked,
they
bro.
and they
Man,
sit in the water and lure predators in so they can murder them. Imagine
I
those
watched
coked
a
out.
video.
Really
I had a
good,
video come on
too.
my Facebook the other day.
Well, you had a
of,
video
like-
come on your Facebook. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Gross.
it,
Ew,
yeah.
fuck,
It was,
ew.
well, no. Okay, so it was kangaroos. Like, and I was thinking about it. I was like, we talked about this, and I was watching those kangaroos like beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And things and dogs and people, and it was just like they are they're straight up assholes, and they're
fuck
fucking
Kangaroo Jack.
yeah. And then when they're like in their defensive or aggressive mode or whatever, they look like they bench press 3,000 pounds. They're
Oh, yeah.
fucking nuts.
I just want everybody
They've got
who's not currently in the
claws.
stream. I want everyone who's not in the stream to know that our entire chat has just degraded to different combinations of animals and drugs that we should have. We're talking about let's see here,
monkeys
chimps
on speed,
meth.
chimps on meth.
Oh man,
No spice. What should take spice?
Oh, what was that? What was that fucking shit?
I'm making a bunch of lemurs on DMT. I don't know
Oh,
why. I
God.
just feel like it'll be fun.
But you guys remember it was a few years ago. It was a crocodile down in fucking Florida where they were like eating each other.
Yeah. It was I don't want to say the wrong word. Necrotic. I almost
Yeah.
said neurotic, which is not the right word. Necrotic. It was like eating you, and then they were eating some other folk. That shit was crazy. Those are
Only in
people I
Florida.
want my cult.
Only in
Those
Florida,
are my
no.
enforcers.
With the Meth Gators. All right,
No,
so
that's Tennessee. I understand that those are both lost the Civil War. Who gives a fuck about them states? But technically, they're different. So a little more of this will definitely fix that problem. Boop, boop.
oh gee, is that still bottle number one?
That's the whole bottle. I'm starting to get a little hammered. I don't drink wine often.
But you do drink often.
Yes.
It's going.
But
down.
all right, so we started talking about drug out critters and everything.
God.
Going back to cults. Right? I think if we were to start a cult, fuck the Battle Jehovah's. It's the cult of the Meth Gator and the Coke Hippo.
I think we got to make the Meth Gator and the Coke Hippo like patron saints. You know what I mean? Because then you get the religious aspect.
Yeah, that's true. They could be the patron saints.
And lo, the worthy did have the worth ethic of
A Coke Hippo.
And yea, they did vehemently defend their beliefs, like the Meth Gator. Like this is gonna be a really fucked up Noah's Ark we got going on, but I really feel like we could make it happen. You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
turning into like the religion of the Egyptians. We're gonna have to do some freaking hieroglyphic.
Yeah, like
shit.
Create our own our own freaking written language.
y'all got an alligator headed god too? Kinda.
yeah, it's missing half its teeth.
It's
Yeah,
the
but it's there.
hieroglyphic of him. You know how they always have like weird hand gestures
Yeah.
going on? It's like
Yeah.
him trying to light a fucking spoon for his meth. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we already know that
Pay
you
money
would
to see that.
you would choose Brazil and be upside down and hang from the trees. So, what would your recruitment strategy be? What would your message be to get people to join a cult of Battle Jehovah?
Ooh, he didn't think about this one. Let's
No,
take
I
him a
didn't.
second.
No, I didn't think about that.
I was
'Cause
saying,
generally speaking, you can just use a lot of bullshit charisma, which is kind of my whole MO. So
Yeah.
this is all fake. I am a miserable human being all the time. But like, oh god.
Except when you're
an
drinking your
actual
Dubby.
message?
I would
Except
say,
when I'm
you know,
drinking
a
my
lot
Dubby.
of times the MO behind the leaders is, you know, they are the savior of, you know, whatever biblical book or, you know, they're
Well,
they're
I
a
mean,
prophet.
obviously, have you seen me?
Well, yeah, you know, I have seen you, and unfortunately, I've been scared away every time.
You see me naked.
Oh God.
That won't scare you away. Look, man, I'm just trying to like dig down a whole bunch of like free love hippie girls. You know what I'm saying?
So
It's
so
not
you're
much as
you're
I'm
you're
ass.
going to be more of a peace, love, and fuck type of cult.
Oh yeah, but so that's the public image. But then you have to have like an inner circle who's armed to the fucking nines to keep everyone in control. Like it's got to be militant. But you all want them to think it's like peace and love. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so
Like,
that's what you do. You
I
get
can't talk to God, right? Like I can't receive the word of God unless I get some sloppy toppy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a given. If I have all these sins and pent up thoughts stuck in my nards, there's no way I'm going to be able to talk to God. God can't talk to you when you're blue balled.
So here we go. Here we go. You'll be the headpiece of the cult, the peace, love, and
Lamau
all that
headpiece.
type of shit. Barngy and I will run the militant wing of the cult,
Fantastic.
making sure we get people who are ready to murder the Meth Gators and the Coke Hippos. And then
or round them up to fight our battles, whatever.
or round them up for Friday entertainment, whatever.
Yeah, fight off the ATF. Something.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
this.
but if we're in Brazil, there is no ATF, so we'd be
Friday
fine.
night fights are going to be real fucking weird when we start putting Meth Gators in them.
But the recruitment, I still think in the rainforest, would we be on the Amazon?
Oh yeah, you need water. I mean, water is the source. Of
I'm not
life,
going
right?
to drink out of the fucking Amazon, dude.
You boil it,
We'll
you'll be
boil
fine.
it. What's fine? Jesus Christ.
But we'll be on the
Tell me you were
Amazon.
fucking Air Force without telling me you were.
But
fine.
that's our highway to get in and out. So we're gonna need gunboats.
I say don't swim in the
yeah.
Amazon.
Oh yeah, we're
Everything
fucking.
in the Amazon tries to eat you.
Well, okay,
But you could
okay.
get fish. You could get food out of it.
Speaking of
right?
that shit,
That
speaking of
water
that
make
shit,
plants.
two things: the Paraíba, the giant fish that fucking headbutt, like they have a bony snout, and when they jump out of the water when they're threatened, and they can kill you because they jump so hard when it hits your chest, they can stop your heart.
Well, I mean, I'm not going in the fucking river. That's what I got
Do you
copious
do you
for.
guys ever see
I say
that?
I didn't join the
Oh, I'm googling
that-
this. This is some bullshit.
No,
What's it
there's
called?
a show with Jeremy something. He went all over the world in River Monsters. You guys ever see that show?
Yeah, River Monster. I've heard of that. Though. Seen
So
all of
he
it.
did an episode. He actually got hit in the chest and had a heart murmur from one of
Jesus
these
fuck.
things.
What's it called? A Paraíba?
It's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
PIR.
Hold up. Time out.
But so there's that, a giant
It looks like
motherfucker.
it just looks like a kind of mentally handicapped catfish.
Yeah, but with a bony dinosaur-like skull that can crack
I
your
wonder what a
sternum.
skull looks like.
And then
Where that is.
that's a giant motherfucker. And then there's the little tiny motherfuckers that when you pee will
They
go
swim
up.
your,
Yep,
yep,
and
swim
they
up your urinary tract.
Don't
Yep.
fucking piss in the river. Have a goddamn cat hole.
well, I'm just saying this is a thing.
I
it
was
will
gonna say, but
even
those,
in, no,
those
even
little
if you're
pea monsters,
even if
they're
you're
not native.
even if you're peeing off the bank, they can swim up your urine, jam themselves,
Don't pee in the river.
or tributaries, anything, right? And they have barbs
Don't
in
pee
their
in any river.
they have
Fucking
barbs in
problem
their
solved.
fucking head, so they can't get pulled out.
Oh.
Hold up, 1 second. Matador, hold on. I just talked to God.
Don't pee in the river.
No peeing in water. Don't do it. Don't do it. If it even seems moist, if it looks like there might be mud in there, don't do
Don't
it.
pee in it.
I say that the Amazon is full of moist.
Look, dude, I don't make the rules. Okay, you got to take that up with Big G. I didn't. I'm just
But-
his messenger,
So,
and
but
now I need head. So,
but the Paraíba though, like that's a lot of food right there. One of those fish. I mean, they're gigantic.
that's what I'm saying. Any of those fish, and it's catfish. Them's probably good eatings.
But here's my question though: would you let the colt hunt the river dolphin?
The fuck is a river dolphin? Is it that?
No, the river dolphin is a freshwater dolphin that lives in the Amazon, and they're slightly pink.
Fuck, dude. Yo, listen. First of all, Flipper can eat my ass. Fuck Flipper. We're eating that bitch. All right. We need whatever we can get out there.
Are you?
What am I
are-
supposed to make it a sacred animal? The only
Yes,
thing sacred
the
is
river dolphin.
me.
And
I am the only sacred
well,
thing.
and Coke hippos and meth gators.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Fuck that stupid animal. I agree with Smoke. Pink ass, stupid ass head.
So would you farm? Would you? Would
Yeah,
you?
could use the water. You could use the water from the Amazon to farm too.
Okay,
That's-
so you would.
got
So
drinking
you would.
water.
You would clear land and farm, and then you would. So you're okay. Now what's
Lulu,
that?
if they're, I don't give a fuck if they're endangered. They're gonna be extinct if they want to. They want to pull up. They're gonna look at me. Dolphins, you laughing at me like they're smarter. Fuck you, dolphins. I'm gonna
Okay.
take them out, man.
I mean, dolphins might be smarter than you.
Well, so look at them all, gasping for breath on land. They're not that fucking smart, are they?
They're not fish, bro. They can breathe on.
Yeah, I was just say they breathe normal air. Like,
I mean, they still like.
I mean, they still require water, but you know, air is
I'm
fine.
a little fucked up, guys. I went too hard on this one. Oh no!
I mean, Lulu has a point. Dolphins
fun,
might be
bro.
smarter than you.
Yeah.
That's only because Lulu knows me. If she didn't know me, she wouldn't assume.
Well, speaking of dolphins and porpoises, though, have you guys seen the videos? I think it's up in like the North Sea area where they will take a baby whale or another baby porpoise or dolphin, and they will literally hit them out of the water and like play catch with each other.
Oh, I've seen them do that to seals, like especially orcas. Orcas are fucking douchebags.
And orcas are technically a dolphin.
Technically, yes, and they're fucking assholes.
They
y'all
are.
Y'all saw fucking Blackfish, and you're like, oh man, the poor fucking orca. I said it.
They named it Willie, and they said he had to be freed.
Yeah. Well, I got a Willie they can free down in my cult, so I'll talk to God.
All right, so then
you guys let me on your show.
What would be your primary source of income for your cult? Would it be drugs? Would it be your agriculture?
I think we're gonna heavily subside off of donations and the cult members. Stuff. What the fuck's the word I'm looking for?
Occupations, finances.
Well, yeah. Well, they're not gonna have an occupation anymore. You can't really put a fucking dash or like a tax break for cultist as your occupation.
Okay, but
it's gonna be kind of a full-time job.
If you're gonna be relying on that type of stuff, so you're obviously gonna have trusted cult members working away from the compound to bring in income then, and to bring in recruits.
We're gonna have recruiters for sure, because like average income, you're thinking in the terms. First of all, you're thinking in the terms of a wage slave normie. All right, you need to think like the chosen, right? How much is a house worth? My house is a piece of fucking shit. It's worth about $375, right?
Oh, and then in Brazil, that's like $3 million.
In Brazil, you are God at that point. These asshats are living in fucking shipping containers and like scrap metal huts. You know, I can offer you pure bamboo finished housing.
Bamboo?
Bamboo?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find some out there. It's
no, bamboo is Asia.
Bamboo is, yeah.
I'm going to have it imported, baby. We got cash. So, like, honestly,
I say there's a bazillion trees out there. Just knock a few down.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen for sure. But like,
log cabins.
Bro, some of them fuckers are thick. Like, thicker than my fucking taste in women. And let me tell you, boy, that's fucking thick.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get some.
We're gonna liquidate their assets.
Yeah, but if we're gonna build log cabins and cut trees and shit down, we're gonna have to find people who know how to plane. So you're gonna have to either hire
like how to make logs,
yes,
or like timber.
Yes,
bro. If the fucking colonists could figure it out, I'm pretty sure I can too.
I'm not so sure about that. I think they're smarter than you.
I'll get a carpenter.
There you go.
Dolphins are smarter than him.
Yeah, I mean, the dolphins are smarter than him.
We'll just get a carpenter. We'll figure it out, man. Listen, do you want to live outside?
Me?
No.
I'll pitch a tent. I don't care.
You're gonna fucking figure it out.
Well, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna worry for me because Bacon and I are gonna be right below you in a pecking order. So we'll just tell them to build us fucking houses too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we'll be good. The rest of them are gonna fucking figure it out real goddamn fast. Because we're bringing an RV in there or something. We're gonna have a Winnebago, baby. Everybody else, just Breaking Bad, but in the fucking rainforest. You know?
How the fuck are you gonna bring a Winnebago into the middle of the fucking Amazon?
Oh,
I have a CDL. I got it.
And we got a ton of expendable labor. You have no idea how much you can accomplish when you don't give a fuck about the lives of the people who are working for you.
No, I'm talking about how to actually get it
Shouts
out
out my boys building the pyramids. What's up? How do you get it out there? We're going to build a road. It's going to overgrow in like a year and a half. Or, you know what? Smoke brought a good point. We can move tanks by helicopter. I'm sure we can get a fucking Winnebago in there. A pop-up camper. On a chopper, you know what I mean? I got a couple warrant officers owe me a favor.
Well, there we go. That's all we need. Couple warrants and let them borrow a helicopter for a few days.
I just don't know where the fuck they are. I think they're in their officer hats there. Anyway, moving on.
Somewhere. They're somewhere. Okay, so we got a compound. We have labor to build. We have some sources of income. I still think you need to.
You need a steady flow. Liquidating assets.
Yeah, liquidating assets because if you don't recruit, you're not going to get money. You need to have some type of flow of income.
What are we buying out in the fucking Amazon?
But if you're going to be a cult leader, don't you want to be fucking filthy ass rich?
Oh man, I'm here. I'm here for the fucking stinky, unwashed cultist pussy.
Okay,
and
well,
death.
well,
That's what I'm here for.
Bacon and I want fucking millions of dollars. So we need to have
What
that.
are you gonna do with it? We're not getting out of this alive. Some government's gonna find us eventually.
The Brazilian government is
if-
completely inept. They can't do. They can't even
Yeah.
do a. They can't
Yeah, but
even
the
do
American-
an election.
We're
The
all-
American
we're-
government is not, and they will find you.
We're all Americans.
But-
and
but
the
how-
CIA
but-
is
but how-
puppy kicking evil.
But
So,
how? But then we need to get the CIA on our side. Have them
That's not
ship
gonna-
us
that's
guns
not
and
gonna-
ammo. They did it to the
that's not gonna
cartels.
happen. Yeah, they did it to the Taliban and the cartels. And,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's not gonna happen for us. They don't do it for American citizens. Then they wouldn't be like, they're literally the fucking Voldemort of goddamn government agencies. Like, and the craziest shit to me, like, cults aside, the craziest shit to me is that the CIA has never got in trouble for any of the shit they've done because they write the goddamn laws deciding whether or not it's illegal.
Yep.
None of it. MK Ultra, fucking spiking military bases, fucking giving the Taliban all kinds of weapons. No one's ever been held responsible. I'm gonna get fucking Hillary Clinton suicided for saying this, but it's out there. Fuck it. I don't care. I crave death. Bring it on, government.
Well, and then you wouldn't get your VA benefits anymore, so they'd be saving some money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't have
but
to pay me
but
anymore.
but
They're already not
then
paying me.
they won't get their payments.
Well,
He
this is
doesn't
what I'm
pay
saying.
everything.
We got nothing that we can offer the CIA to make them want to support us.
Well,
That's
then
the
why
problem.
don't we just start harvesting cocaine? Just plant a bunch of plants and make cocaine.
Start-
The CIA wants cocaine.
He's not wrong. It's not well, Matador. That's assuming the CIA has had like a long shadowy history of trying to force cocaine onto like lower income areas and more urbanized areas to root out.
Sounds
the
pretty familiar to me.
minorities and- wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
don't worry. Okay, you worry about having sex with your unwashed hippie cult members. I'll handle growing the
I just
cocaine,
want a
growing
big
and
titty
manu-
spooky goth girlfriend. That's all I want, man. Is that so much to fucking ask?
I'll handle growing and manufacturing the cocaine, and dealing with the CIA.
Good, because I have no idea how that shit works, man. I could kill a cactus. I got a black thumb. Just immediate, like things that thrive on neglect. I managed to kill off, so I am not going to be the farmer. Okay, I'm just a sex appeal. And look at this.
I don't think there's much there.
All right. Well, we have 3 followers, and it's the 3 of us.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
anybody in the chat want to join a
Yo,
cult?
who got smelly hippie pussy? Hit me up.
Besides that, you don't have to
I
sleep
hate
with
it.
him.
I hate it here. I'm so sorry.
But anybody else want to join?
We have Coke Hippos.
We Coke Hippos, Meth
Hippos,
Gators.
man.
Meth Gators.
The first,
Winnebago in the Amazon.
the first 10 people to sign up for the Coke get to name a meth hippo or Coke hippo. I forget which
Meth
drug
gator.
goes to which animal. One
Fi-
of our goddamn drugged-up animals you get to name.
Yep. There we go. Spoops will join. Yeah, we'll pay you by letting you name the Coke Hippo.
Yeah, you also don't get murdered in the end. You get to be the murderer instead of the murderee.
Yeah,
Well, it depends on how,
oh, Coke
depends on how
Hippo.
the end is.
Kevin, I like it. Yeah,
well, okay, we got
in
Lulu, we
too.
got Lulu and Spoops. There we go. We're a cult of
Alright,
5. We're moving
we
the
go.
right direction.
Okay, we got one Kevin. Lulu, go ahead and name us a meth gator.
Cupcake.
Cupcake.
Cupcake the Meth Gator.
That's a little too soon for me, Lulu. You know why. You know
But
why.
I mean, are we gonna end it? Are we gonna kill everybody off, including
Oh,
ourselves?
yeah, no.
Or
We're all fucking dying.
Or are we gonna kill everybody off, sneak away, and start again with different names somewhere else?
No. We might let 1 or 2 of the cultists live. Probably one of our founders to go on and spread how we were right the whole time, but it was a conspiracy and the government took us.
Got
We
it.
have to die.
Bacon?
Us 3.
No,
we're
we
dead.
don't. Bacon, he's a religious head. He has to die.
Yeah, that's true.
We
It's just-
we are the spokesman that carry his message on.
Lulu,
Yep.
Spoops. If you gun them down, you get to live as long as you spread the message. Make sure they're dead. Lulu, you take out fucking Bacon, okay? Spoops, you got Matt. Thank
Nope.
you. Good. They're already agreeing with me. This is how cults work, stupid. They're already fucking agreeing with me. This is how it starts.
Yeah, well, apparently we're gonna have a mutiny real quick.
Yep.
Day one mutiny.
Lulu and me are both qualified on the 50 cals, so she'll be able to fucking gun you down at 1,000 meters.
Yeah,
you know?
but see, you're forgetting that
You're assuming you have
Bacon
a
and I
50 cal.
are both in charge of the weapons and security.
That's fine. Don't you worry about it. You're not making it out.
Oh, I'm making it
You're
out.
not making it out. I'm 100% not making it out.
No, 100%. You have to die. You have to die.
As long as you know it.
100%. I want to. Let's
But-
be honest.
But who would you trust to carry on your message? Some random cult member or me, Bacon, Lulu, and Spoops?
Lulu and Spoops. Yeah. No, you guys are dying. I'm sorry. We need
Why-
martyrs for the cause.
You're the martyr for the
You're
cause.
just gonna fucking. You're gonna die. Stop arguing with me. You're dead. You're dead. You're both gonna die.
Oh,
over.
I will only die if I'm fighting the ATF or CIA or whoever
Yeah,
they
some
send
government
after us.
agency.
Yeah.
Let me make a phone call. We can make that happen.
I'll say it doesn't take much to get the
Oh
ATF
my
involved.
God. We have 4 minutes, guys. We're closing out.
If we go over an
And
hour,
I don't know
we
what
go
the-
over an
like-
hour.
Okay. All right.
I don't
I
care.
don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm hammered, so I don't care at all. Let's do it.
Well, you might need to crack some of those natties.
I do have natty daddies. God bless New Hampshire. I bought Natty Ice 6-pack tall boys from the fucking Family Dollar down the street. From
How
me.
much? How much did it cost you? $6?
$6.
Yeah.
$6. $1 a fucking can, baby. America. Let's fucking go.
No tax.
And
Honestly,
my
that's
question is, how old is that natty?
Oh, Natty goes quick up in New England. All alcohol goes quick in New England.
I mean, it is New
In
England.
New England, we're all
Alcoholics?
pieces of shit, so they kind of go down quick. I've had a couple people from out of state were telling me, they're like, "Yo, it's in New Hampshire. It's like all the roads were designed by drunk people." I'm like, "Yeah, they were, because we're all fucking hammered. How are we supposed to drive safely if we're not drunk on a road
I
designed by
said
drunk
the very
people?"
first exit on every single highway in and out of New Hampshire is
Oh yeah,
liquor store
has
of
has
some
a
sort.
state liquor store on it.
yeah,
And
every single one of
my
them.
my exit personally is brutal. It comes off the highway and then goes into a 3-lane rotary. It makes no fucking sense.
You mean like a
It's
traffic circle?
bullshit. Yeah, rotary. That's what I said.
Traffic circle.
Rotary.
No, traffic circle. West Coast is right. Don't even try.
Oh yeah,
Right.
the West Coast. The West Coast hasn't been right about fuck all since the history of the West Coast or being right. December 22. These are still good.
Hey, are they cold though?
Yeah,
Are you gonna pour one into your chalice?
probably.
I think right now you need to down the rest of the wine right now.
Oh, dude, I
Is
could
it
Boilermaker it and put two. Put it in with the wine.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That would either be
no.
delicious or horrible.
No, horrible.
Going on horrible
It'd
because
be
you already
horrible.
said the
It'd
wine
be
was
horrible.
bad.
Lulu's
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
it funnel the wine.
Lulu, I fucking hate you.
And yet you're gonna do it.
I would say top fucking 5 drunkest I've ever been without passing out has probably been with Lulu. The other 5 is this idiot. Wait, you're this way on the screen.
Yeah.
Fucking you, Bacon.
Yep, me. Every
All
time.
right. So while you chug your wine, Bacon, what is our plan to overthrow Jehovah
Oh
Nicole?
God. I mean, you just wait until he's hearing from the word of God and
What?
take him out at his weakest.
That was sacramental wine.
Well, let's see you.
Oh, I feel the spirit of God in me. It burns.
All right. Well, we
Quick
we
little
are
burning sensation.
we're at an
Fine.
hour now. Let me
Trying to stay
propose.
for an after party or what's
Let me propose something here. Okay, we got the Brazilian rainforest, which you've convinced me on. It could be a good way. I mean, building a road out there would be a bitch, but it could be done. Because we would have to truck in some type. We would have to bring in some type of supplies, and a waterway may not be the way to go. Because with the rainy season and the droughts down there, we could lose it. But, and you guys know I like my islands. What about a
Yeah, fuck
cult
your
on an
islands.
island?
No.
Stop with the island.
Fuck your water.
Why?
keep
Why
doing
not?
this.
Why
it's
not?
Like you joined the Navy.
Sustainable
No,
food is
the
problem.
Navy doesn't go on fucking
Sustainable
islands.
water is the problem. You're gonna run out of space. If it's discovered, then it's easy to find. We're not going to be able to defend an island. This is
Yeah, thank you, Lulu. A tropical cult island. Tropical.
It might be fun. I lived on a tropical island. Fuck you. It's terrible.
Yeah, see, I have Lulu and Spoops on my side. Tropical cult island.
For you, you're still dying. They'll start a cult again on a tropical island. Your ass is grass now.
No, we're gonna overthrow you, bro, as you're drinking a
I mean, it's
natty.
gonna be easy. You need tunnels.
Uh,
Are you talking about the war in the Pacific?
I'm
Because
talking.
you really have
I'm
a
talking
lot of shit
like
that can deal with that
like-
now, right?
islands way off, not like tunnel distance.
Yo,
Like-
look
like
how
that-
classy this is. A natty daddy and a goblet. I am a classy bitch.
And this has been Drinking Hour with Battle Jehovah.
Bro.
I mean, every show's drinking hour with Battle Jehovah.
Honestly,
That
I
is
don't
fair.
know- I don't know what the fuck you expected, but everybody I told about this show is aware that this is how it was going to turn out.
Well, I mean, we do
Yeah.
drink checks at the beginning, of course.
Yeah. I'm currently out of drink, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, you do have Dubby.
I do, but I'm
They're not sponsored. Nope, fuck that. Cut that out. Who's editing this? Spoops? They're not sponsoring us. Cut it out.
I mean, if you want, I can get it a sponsor tomorrow for it.
They
W
probably
Energy.
would not.
They don't care.
Yeah, actually, that's true. They don't care, but we're not going to make any money off them.
No, but I want to see
Use
bacon.
discount code BR1 at checkout.
No, God damn it.
Why?
All right,
Anyway.
so we have another. We're gonna have another episode next week.
What's it going to
yeah,
be
we
about?
are.
We don't know yet, and we have a chat full of people with opinions. What do you guys want to hear us bullshit and talk about for an hour next week?
Yeah, you guys are dumb. Why the fuck would you hang around for a whole hour? and
Aliens,
listen to us?
okay, aliens, sober animal. Fuck you, Shorzy.
No, fuck you. Yeah. God, I almost slurred that one. That was bad.
The animals aren't drugged. They're not good enough.
Lulu, what's your
Teach
thoughts?
us for aliens.
Are you with aliens, or do you have another idea?
She's been on an alien kick since today, apparently.
Lulu's got a good point. She said, "What about a tropical island if there's a swim-up bar? What if I made a swim-up bar in the cold in Brazil?
Yeah, but there's all this shit in the water.
It
that's
doesn't
gonna-
have to have the pee parasites. In it. Jesus Christ.
No,
I mean, that is one of the benefits of an island is, a tropical island is less PP parasites.
Yeah, see, Lulu, no swim up bar in Brazil.
Until we make one, that's going to be a major calling card. People are going to be like, "Hey, y'all hear about this exclusive ass place with a swim-up bar? Sure, you can't leave. Sure, you're going to die. Sure, you got to blow this ugly dude so you can talk to God. But it's a swim-up bar in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already half Portuguese, so I'm in like Flynn, baby. We got linguiça.
All right, next week we got aliens. That's going to be the topic. Aliens.
Are you better expert on aliens?
Me? Or yeah, no. Bacon.
No, I'm not. I mean, other than the illegal ones, I got nothing.
Fuck's sake. God.
Well, you have a week to read up on some of the conspiracy theories about aliens.
All right, aliens.
There's plenty of shows on it too.
And
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to look into it at all. So you're going to educate me.
Well, it's a good thing that I watch a lot of shows about aliens. We're
Yeah,
good.
I only watch border crossing shows, and that talks about some aliens.
Oh,
Yo,
not those
what if
kind of
we can get-
aliens.
What if we can get the aliens to join our cult?
Ooh.
Intergalactic cult.
Listen, if the dolphins are smarter than you, the aliens aren't gonna join our cult.
All right, fuck you. Cut the episode. Spoops, cut it. We're done.
But Bacon, you and I might be able to convince the aliens to join the cult.
Yeah, let's have escape.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little bit of brain power, just like 3%.
Yeah, no, Heaven's Gate did have alien shit, but we're talking about getting the aliens to join us, not to worship them. So they can,
Spoops, why the fuck aren't you production? Let's start with that. But yes, he's
because
right.
I'm production, dipshit.
Heaven's Gate was about getting to join the aliens. We're trying to get the aliens to join us. We'll be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, Galopthor, what's up?" you
So are
gray-headed
you?
bitch?
So no matter. So okay, just a quick lead into next week's episode. You have multiple different types of aliens. You have the Greys, which are kind of humanoid, but there's
The
also,
Nordics.
but you also have the possibility of aliens looking like giant insects.
You got the reptilians, the Nordics, the Greys.
Yeah.
Those
So
are the big three.
are you willing to take the bullet and fuck a reptilian?
Oh, 100%. Some skanky lizard puss? 100%, man. For like, are we talking about for the good of like mankind or the good of the cult?
Good at a cult. Fuck mankind.
Oh, bro. Let me think.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hitting some scaly puss. We all know that's gonna happen. 100%. Not even a question. Honestly, wouldn't even be my most shameful leg. So
That, for some reason, I believe that 100%.
You should.
let's see. Lulu says no. Jehovah will fuck a lizard alien regardless, just to say he did it.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
All right. Well, we're an hour and 5 in.
Take me to your leader. That's my dick. What's up?
Jehovah's trashed. It's
Yep.
been a good episode. You
Not
guys,
trashed.
watching have been fantastic. By the way, thanks for chiming in.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Next week, we're gonna plan for same time, 9 p.m. EST. However, we may have some conflicts with some Hell Let Loose tournaments and whatnot. So stay tuned. We will let you know what time we're going live. Obviously, if you're following us, you'll get the notification. But this has been quite the episode.
Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment,
And
clip, all the good stuff.
get on there, clip some shit, get it out there. This episode will be up on YouTube by the end of the night tonight. Next week, we're talking aliens, and we'll see where that goes. I think that's going to be a fun one. Conspiracy theories, all of it. And, all right, guys. Well, this is Matador, Bacon, and Jehovah saying thanks for watching. Y'all have a good rest of your Saturday, and we will see you next week.
Subscribe. God wills it.